can see the brand new Tata Harrier and Tata Safari Petrol with me. And this is Vivek Srivatsa, Chief Commercial Officer, Tata Motors, Tata Passenger Electric Mobility. So first things
Yeah,
first,
but you can call me call it Tata
Tata
Motors
Motors.
passenger vehicles.
So yes, so I'm going to ask you, you're doing petrol cars as well as electric cars as well as diesel
Many
cars.
hats.
Many hats. All right. Um,
Yeah,
Now, of course, many people have been asking because we are in Surajkund right now, part of the NCR. The NCR has these rules against diesel cars, 10-year rules for diesel. Uh, do you think that was holding back the Harrier and Safari in NCR at least?
definitely. I think regulations is one big part where high SUV consumers were going to gasoline,
Mhm.
and we had just diesel so far. So for us, it's a big opportunity opening up now. Yeah,
So do you think so now you have vehicles in every sort of space. You have diesel, petrol, CNG, the Harrier. I don't think they have a CNG option on this
no,
as yet,
no,
but
no.
you have an electric option on
Yeah,
this. So by giving consumers, say on the next one, you have everything.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you give consumers all choices in that sense.
That's been one of our go-to strategies, multi-powertrain,
Hmm.
because we thought it benefits in two ways. A consumer loves, Indian consumer first chooses the car, right?
Hmm.
Then they choose the fuel. And many a time the disappointment is that the car I love doesn't have the fuel which is right for me. There's a lot of compromise that happens. Not everybody drive long distances. People who drive long distances go for diesel generally, and that kind of mismatches happen quite a lot. And multi-powertrain has worked for us a lot in terms of addressing and broad basing the appeal of each of our product brands. And of course, it also helps that we can commonalize the portfolio development and all that. And when you really give all powertrains in one product, we're able to really squeeze out the maximum potential of that particular product.
So something that the next one giving every option. The next one is India's best-selling car.
For the last 3 months.
Yes.
Yeah,
So therefore, by having everything petrol, diesel, CNG, battery
EV.
electric, yeah, so
Yeah,
you cover all bases.
absolutely. Yeah,
And what do you think the having a petrol option will do for the Harrier and Safari now?
I think it's going to open out a completely new segment. The way high SUV has been going, affordability obviously in Indian market is going up. People want better and better cars, bigger roads, larger roads, and people are getting comfortable moving up in size. But not all of them want to drive long distances. People want a larger, comfortable car even for city use. So this, you know, thing of going for diesel for large SUVs is kind of coming down. People want a silent, refined, easy to drive car. Also, this can be driven by everybody in the family. Diesel is a little bit of large diesels are not so comfortable to be handled by everybody, right? So I think we are seeing the demand going up. Of course, regulations is the other thing, or the fear of regulations rather. It's been on and off these rules you mentioned about NCR. So I think a combination of regulations, broad basing the number of consumers who want to go for a larger car. So it opens out really an opportunity for gasoline. You will see when you drive it, it is completely changes the drive characteristics of Harrier Safari. Uh, Absolutely silent. You have power, silent power, and a very different experience, I would say.
The Hyperion engine, I just did drive it with the Sierra in Chandigarh recently. Uh, Very refined engine, very powerful engine. Of course, we'll have to see how it does in the newer cars. But how do you see India as a geographic market is also very strange. I was just in Andhra and Telangana where petrol costs 108, 109 rupees a liter,
Yeah,
whereas in Delhi it's less than 95 rupees a
yeah,
liter. So it does have a lot of geographic
fluctuation.
spread as
Yeah,
well, right?
yeah. So
And so therefore having all powertrains also helps in this geographic. India is
absolutely.
not one market.
Absolutely. First things first, while the 1.5 TGDI is the same engine in terms of hardware, the calibration is different for the Harrier Safari. So theoretically, it is not the same engine as the Sierra. So you'll see that it's been recalibrated to deliver differently on this. Yes, India is a very defragmented kind of uh, audience. One is of course the difference in cost between petrol and diesel. but there are some inherent characteristics of some markets, who love diesel. Punjab loves diesel. Down south, Karnataka, Andhra, Tamil Nadu love diesel because they do a lot of road trips. The roads are better, the towns are clustered together. People are used to going town to town, uh, driving themselves. They log in much more kilometerage. They have access to holiday destinations over the weekend. So you do see a lot of preference for diesel in specific markets. Mumbai MMR, for example, only petrol, because people don't take it out too much. If they have to go out, they either fly or something like that. So it is very, very, I would say, dispersed kind of market operation, and that helps us create a pan India appeal with, different powertrains.
So now moving to your other hat, looking at electrics, of course, you had the Harrier EV. I just want to understand a bit for 2026. Um, this year we've seen a lot more people buy EVs. EVs are now almost 10%, if not quite 10% of sales.
Yeah.
Um, how do you see EVs doing in 26 now? Now that many other manufacturers are involved, more chargers are being set
Yeah.
up. How do you see EVs growing in 26? I'm sorry to take attention
No
away
problem.
from these
No
two
problem.
cars.
No problem. I think we've seen internationally that once the market crosses the 5% threshold, after that EV penetration really goes up, because I think a key threshold of volume and usability is achieved. India is no different, this festival season we were consistently above 5% penetration. Of course, GST 2.0 came in, and again there was a lot of new customers coming in for gasoline, but the EV volumes have remained. Critically, like you said, battery sizes are growing. 400 kilometers real world range is becoming
On
very,
this
yeah,
EV,
exactly, very, very comfortable. Charging speeds are going up as well. Yes, chargers are available on highways. People are got used to accessing chargers through apps, but importantly now faster charging is a thing, and it's going to rapidly grow over the next 2 years, right? uh, I mean, now we're talking about 65 kilowatt chargers, but in the next few years it'll be 100, 120, 150 kind
and
of
you've tied up with
chargers.
static. So I will go to malls. I see Tata EV static.
Exactly.
So
So I think today more than charger availability is how fast can I charge.
yes, I think that's
That
it.
will be solved in the next two
So
years
you're saying that there'll be more 75, 90, 120, 180
Yeah, 120, 180 for sure.
because the Harrier can accept
Yeah,
175, 180,
and
right?
the newer cars will, even the smaller cars will come with, up to 2C worth of charging, right? So
Sierra,
yeah,
Sierra also.
Sierra will come next financial year is what
Yeah.
we've said. Sierra will surely come. I won't go into specs of what is the charging speed, but it'll be fast. So focus now on manufacturer is to larger battery packs, faster charging capability. The charging infrastructure providers are really ramping up. You're seeing phase 2 kicking in, where they're replacing existing chargers with faster chargers, and I think we are at the inflection point. I won't be surprised that this next financial year we are consistently about 10% penetration.
All right. Thank you
India.
so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Enjoy your drive, Kushan.